Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. I didn't get to eat my burrito.
You want to do that beforehand?
No, I don't. My priorities have shifted, Cameron. I'm putting the country before myself, okay? It's been too long. We have been too selfish, you know?
Liberal son, won't you come? Come tell me you're gay.
Come tell?
Liberal son. No. That's mine.
Excuse me, I need my coffee and I need to kick some cats' asses.
Okay. Welcome to Winning Time Tapes. I'm Winning Time, and I'm here with the host of Chaotic Pussy, Steven.
Hey, yo, what up?
And today I'm here to inform all the third-party voters. I don't blame you. I'm not a liberal. But she did trick y'all because she also loves Israel. I don't know if that wasn't clear to you, but on November 4th, she's like, I got ties. And it's like, of course you do. I don't... Just like... Everyone is stupid. You didn't... No third-party voter was smart voting
Just
for you.
getting right into it, huh?
Yeah.
You're not going to, like, warm me up a little bit?
No.
There's no foreplay?
That's what the Liberal Sun song was.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. You're right. No, continue. Sorry.
Another thing I love was if you take a map of all of Democratic nominees from 2016 on...
Yeah.
Every individual state for, like, one candidate, like Buttigieg, Biden, whatever, like there, but the whole nation, Bernie destroyed. And it's just so curious that when it comes to beating Trump, we gotta do it our way by appealing to voters that are undecided, that don't exist. But when it comes to beating Bernie Sanders, they're fucking LeBron James. It's insane. So, Mr. Top of the morning.
Mr. Cameron?
Yeah.
Have you considered the fact that you're a man and maybe you need to think about something other than yourself? What about the women in your life? How are they going to be affected by this?
Affected by what? Bernie losing? That's what I'm talking about.
I was actually listening to the Chapo Boys this morning, and they were talking about, truthfully, and I had the same way. It was one of those moments. I don't know if you've ever had this where, like, you're posting somewhere, right? Or, like, you have a take.
Yeah.
And then you go and listen to, like, your podcast or whatever, and they have the same take. And you're like, let's fucking go. Parasocial relationships. Let's go fucking go.
Yeah, that was the downfall of Twitter, is just because other people started having other opinions, and people were like, not fucking going.
Yeah. No, when Bernie got fucked in 2020, that was the end. Because they decided... hey, we're gonna push forward this candidate that nobody wants, Biden, right? It was the Obama phone call. So, and listen, I don't use this phrase very often. I don't want to offend anybody, but I'm gonna use this slur.
Retarded.
I'll use that later.
Okay.
However, I just want to say, thanks, Obama.
Oh, that's a slur now?
It's to the liberal-minded individual, absolutely.
I was like, now the world has gone too woke for me.
Yeah,
if that's a slur.
Absolutely. Fucking. I mean, it was him in 2020.
Yeah,
making the call right before Super Tuesday, saying, "Listen, Pete.
Listen, Amy.
We got that job for you. Department of Transportation, bud. Fucking, you'll just be cruising." Was Klobuchar up for re-election?
No, well, just the Super Tuesday. It was
this time around. No, I'm saying
this time. I don't fucking care.
But yeah, basically, them fucking Bernie over when it was clear. Like, have you seen that map?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
Yeah. Here,
I'll put in the map.
Timmy, can you pull up that map? Or Lloyd, can you pull up the map for us?
Yeah.
Lloyd and Harry are our producers.
Well, yeah,
what's Joe Rogan's guy?
You act like I've watched that once.
No, he's got. That's the thing. He always tells the guy to pull stuff up. What's his name?
I don't know. I know fucking.
That's Lloyd.
The podcasters that I've listened to as producers, like Nope. No, I don't even know that.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I love my producers. Shout out to
Young
Chomsky, one of the goats. Shout out to Chris. Shout out to Chris, Chapo Boy.
Grink, our producer.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Grink. Did he touch that last one?
Did
was
he
that all
touch
you?
it?
Yeah.
No, he didn't touch it.
That was all you?
Yeah.
Because you're starting to step your game up a little bit.
Well, yeah, he still is hosting where we put this. Like
Oh,
the
right.
RSS is still
Yeah.
through him, but yeah. Fuck.
Did you get it out of your system?
Get what out of my system? No.
Can I talk about Magic the Gathering now?
No. No one cares.
What else you got for me?
Let's see. So thinking it over, this campaign was actually much worse than Hillary's. Somehow.
Oh yeah.
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 Just because, like, how do you... Again, I know it's Dems want to win on their own terms and just... They are fetishists for losing.
Yeah.
But just, you had to fucking just say, we hate that Palestinians are dying. And they're just like, no, we will never say that.
Yeah. Well, she did make that turn in the last week or so. Did you see that? Where she wasn't saying anything different. The policy didn't change, but she wasn't leading with bring home the hostages and October 7th.
Mm-hmm.
And like up until late October, those were the first two things she talked about whenever she talked about Palestine.
Well, the thing that everyone's going to remember is, I'm speaking.
Yes, that was the campaign slogan. Because what else was the message?
I don't know. Call Republicans weird. That was doing really well.
It absolutely was.
Calling JD Vance a couch fucker was working for them. And they just, like, Tim Wallace is getting too relatable. Gotta nerf his ass.
Hold on. We're getting a call on the hotline here. It's our correspondent in the field. We got Josh out in the field. Let me go and pull this up here. Yeah, dude. Calling JD a weird little fuck. Here we go. It's my Josh has been on the podcast. We talked about freeways, but here's his JD Vance take.
It's just really impressive how bad Kamala fucking squandered all the goodwill she got when they switched out Biden for her. Like, they had Trump scared. They had, like, all the Republicans terrified. She started calling them weird, and everyone was like, fuck yeah, Kamala's gonna, like, just, like, there's no policy here, but who gives a shit? None of these libs care about policy. Anyways, she's gonna go out there and tell them they're fucking weird. We were getting Tim Walz in here. He's a real people's guy. He's gonna get out there and like, be a man of the people. And then they just immediately, as soon as they can, they go around to, like, go to debates and be like, JD Vance, you have great ideas, and I'm glad we agree on everything, actually. And it's like, did you not catch the excitement? Like, what made you think pivoting to saying JD Vance is chill and you like him, it was going to get people to switch their votes to you? Like, he's a weird little freak. Just tell everyone he's a weird little freak. Agreeing with him makes people think you're a weird little freak.
Facts.
Appreciate you, Josh.
But yeah, fucking Harris got what she wanted. There are MAGA people got seats in the whatever committees now.
Yeah. You think Hulk Hogan makes the cabinet?
No.
No.
Not
like I could see him being like the health and fitness guy. I'm really excited for.
No, RFK is gonna be the fitness guy and the health guy.
I thought he was FDA stuff. He's gonna be more food.
Is he?
Maybe they team up. Maybe it's a tag team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wants to by by getting rid of all the regulations. His theory is that the FDA and the regulations is why our food is filled with chemicals and additives and all that sort of thing, right? Because he talks about it. He's like, you go to Canada,
yeah,
their ingredient list is much shorter. He's not wrong.
Yeah,
but deregulation would not make that better.
Yeah.
Deregulation is what prevents it from literally just killing you 10 minutes later, or just having like the most addictive substance, no demand, that's tasteless, scentless, that you're just going to crave it all day, every day. Like,
just Nestle's going to put fentanyl in water.
Yeah, well, I think McDonald's will be the first. I think because they already kind of have it, they put like sugar in their buns and all that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. Like, they do really sneaky shit, dude, to make you like crave that shit.
They put beef MSG in their fries.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh man. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'm a quirked up white boy. I got to have a few moments of haha, I told you so on Tuesday. I don't think there's any shame in that.
No,
to be honest.
This was the day.
I don't think there's any fucking shame in it, because I have been talking about this in a healthy way with so many people. Right, all of the fucking liberals in my life, the more liberal minded individuals, I've been trying to talk to people, say, hey, just because there's a Democrat in the White House now, politics isn't going away like it did for the first 20 years of your life. This is every fucking day you got to start talking about this shit. It's not just sharing something on Instagram, it's talking to your fucking weirdo coworkers, dude, that were talking about RFK 6-7 months ago.
Yeah.
Talking about getting on Joe Rogan, talking about getting all these dudes, right? And like, oh man, go ahead.
Just another thing on how they're losers is like people are like, oh, misogyny, woman lost, Biden won, Harris lost, Trump's a system candidate, all that. But Biden dead ass would have lost if there wasn't the pandemic.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
That happening under a Republican term is what made, people like, oh.
That is what... Go ahead.
That is the end of the thought.
It's insane, dude, how people do not understand. They literally cannot... They think politics just happens on like a dime. Like, if someone's in the office, whatever, if I'm having a bad day, it's the president's fault. If I'm having a good day, it's the president's fault. The president did that for me. Even though, like, so you're at work, right? And you've gotten like pay raises or, whatever. It's like, you don't even think about the guy who just got into the office. So like in 2020, Biden inherited basically like, well, that's like, he was like all that goodwill from, I fucking lost my train of thought. But you know what I'm trying to say.
That's why I was
finish my point for me. I smoked a little weed. Give me a minute.
One thing we do know, and everyone saw it, we're in like the top 15% of being like involved or like in the know if you just know that Joe Biden is still the president right now. Because people had to Google that the day of election.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You see him biting that baby?
Oh, yeah. No.
That's cute.
It was cute, and I just wanted, like...
It's cute if it's your grandkid.
Dude.
Not if you don't bite strangers' babies.
Dude.
Even if you're the president.
That kid gets to have the best two truths, one lie ever.
Holy shit, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
That's going to be our next, like, Democratic, like, up-and-comer.
Uh-huh.
Another, like, how old do you have to be to run for representative? I think you have to be 18,
I was a baby of Pizzagate. I was bitten by Joe Biden.
Damn, that's crazy.
If you want, I have a note from our producer, Grink.
Yes.
This is how to deal with all of your liberal parents, all your Dem parents. This is a very tame way to approach it.
We definitely need a musical transition for this, by the way.
I'll do it. Yeah. I'll put a little thing in the background. Yeah. So, it's clear, and this is all in quotes for Grink, it's clear one of two things are true. Trump is a world historical electoral juggernaut able to turn out low propensity voters on a level we haven't seen since FDR.
You want to leave that in, or you want to start from the top?
Okay, all right. We go over there. The beauty of this is I get to cut it, and they're going to see you laugh like a moron for no reason.
No, that's what I think. YouTube, I'm just always going to keep it raw. I think that's
what I'm saying
about raw. Yeah. What is the word? Is it propensity?
Yeah, propensity.
Propensity. Yeah.
Yeah. Propensity voters on a level we haven't seen since FDR, a uniquely popular force that makes defeating him almost impossible, or the Dems ran a poor campaign. Both can't be false given what we know about politics and history. Dem policies are overwhelmingly popular. Pro-choice and pro-weed measures in Florida carried over 55% of the vote, despite Trump winning it by 11 points. And there's just something wrong with the Democratic Party. So, yeah.
Yeah. No, it's like, what was it? Missouri voted to raise the minimum wage, but it went for Trump.
Yeah.
It's like, talk about that. Like, talk about
Arizona wants abortion, but like they don't want Kamala.
Did they vote to legalize it?
They got to 55%, but the threshold is 60.
Oh, okay. So it's like it'll probably happen next time around. Yeah.
If they've been turning blue. If we vote purple. Someone who's like is like genocide is bad, then maybe they'll get abortion.
Yeah. No, but no, you don't even see that's the thing. Those my parents and Americans at large are so ignorant to foreign policy in general, right? They don't think about it at all because they're personally not affected by it. I mean, we benefited from it for a long time. That's why our gas was so fucking cheap for so long, But yeah, man, it's just, they haven't made the connection that like the world is bigger than just like their house, but that's by design, of course.
Yeah.
you know, everyone just is feeling really disaffected this week. I'm very lucky that I've had, numerous outlets to process, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, it's been so fun for me watching, because the hysteria, dude, was like the level of it that was just like immediate. I'm like, this is like, it's like liberals all just believed in Santa Claus and someone just told them that like Santa Claus isn't real and they're like 40 years old.
Yeah.
Or like these are people who like the deepest level of introspection they have is I'm a Hufflepuff.
Yeah, no,
I'm a Phoebe.
I'm part of the Star Wars rebellion and Darth Vader just won. That's what they take it in as.
I saw this clip the other day. We should put this audio in, by the way. I'll send it to you. It's the Star Wars. It's a sketch of like 3 stormtroopers talking about how Luke blowing up the Death Star was like an inside job.
Yeah.
And it's like doing like the 9/11
conspiracy
shit. Yeah, it's fucking sick. So anyways, I watched this sketch the other day. It was the fucking stormtroopers, planning to blow up the Death Star, but they're like talking about it like it's a conspiracy theory, like it's 9/11. That's where liberals are at. They're just fucking like, they can only interpret themselves as the good guys. And so now that like things are slightly turning, they're like, well, I would be a fucking stormtrooper. I mean, what am I going to do? Like Darth Vader exists. There's no way that I could like talk to anyone about, hey, isn't this kind of fucked up? You just believe everything that the Grand Moff Tarkin is fucking coming in over the fucking walkie-talkie, dude.
Well, speaking of stormtroopers, another thing that probably didn't fucking help was sending people to beat up university students for protesting in urban areas.
Well, it'll be easier to organize under Kamala, right? Obviously, because that's how the Democrats are rolling. They're just like, oh, yeah, please don't remember 4 months ago when literally every Democratic governor, mayor, liberal university called in the fucking fash on them, like full on, like we're gonna crack some fucking skulls. Dude, you saw like all those videos. Did you see that video in New York?
Yeah.
Where they were just coming in through like a window.
Yeah.
Like hundreds upon hundreds of police officers sent on these college kids. It's like, I know Joe Biden doesn't remember that, but like the fucking younger voters of America certainly do. And they're like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Well, at least under Trump, especially in the last couple of years, this is like a different group, but there's the people who also benefited from, and myself included, financially. They were the most secure they've ever been during the pandemic because we had real safety nets, like social safety nets. Like you're unemployed, but you're still going to live. You're still going to be able to pay your rent. You're still going to have a quality of life. Yeah. You're not going to be having to scrape by, or like do like Lyft driving or something and not report it. Like, I don't know. Like I had 4 digits in my bank account in 2020 for the first time in my fucking life after rent was paid. Mm-hmm. And it was like life changing.
Yeah.
That I could make little purchases through. I could live my life because you have to spend money everywhere you fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, like I was saying, liberals have had their heads in the fucking sand for 8 fucking years. You've had 8 years to read a goddamn book that wasn't written by a white person telling you how to not be racist or by some lady who just fucking goes around and does HR seminars. Like, read something by a real fucking radical. Like, it doesn't make any fucking sense to me.
Well, middle schoolers are not going to be able to read like at all.
Oh, shit. Yeah. Yes. That's where the CP comes in for them. Welcome to all our middle school listeners out there. Appreciate you. Love you.
High schoolers are going to be unable.
That's our best demographic, by the way.
Is it?
I had a fucking... Well, there's some middle schooler that follows our fucking Instagram page. Nice. Yeah. Yeah. They're listening to it. They don't talk to me about it.
No.
So we have some early demographic info. It's just like our other dumbass friends and 13-year-olds. That's who this is for.
But those 13-year-olds care way more about Aiden Ross's opinions than ours.
They do. Well, they do. Or they don't. They're like just figuring out who Aiden Ross is, right? So that brings me to my next point. You saw the calls for the left in this country, Mr. Cameron. The liberal folks need a voice of the people. They need their own Joe Rogan, their own Theo Vaughn.
This guy.
His name is Mr. Eric. He'll be on the
Oh.
next episode of Chaotic Pussy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and record with him on Sunday. We're doing some Magic the Gathering. We're
Oh,
doing
okay.
the two-headed giant down at comic book shop. It should be a good time. A little pre-release action. Did you ever you were a Yu-Gi-Oh player. Did you ever like go to like a pre-release for it, or was it just kind of like how'd you guys get your cards?
You go to Target. what the fuck are you going on about?
You know, shopping local wasn't the vibe yet. It was still go to fucking Target or Walmart. You didn't find they had to sell those at like comic book shops, right?
The fuck are those? I didn't. The first time I went to some sort of like tabletop game comic book store was for a Melee tournament. Otherwise, that was not one of my spots because I just would go to GameStop, get a game, and then go home.
Oh, I got you.
That's all I did.
We had wasn't a comic book shop, but it was like a trading, like a collectible shop. And so when Pokemon blew up, you know, in like the late 90s, my brother was buying all the cards and I just was fucking saving my money.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys waited around 20 minutes for the Magic the Gathering minute.
Do I only get a minute?
Yeah, probably.
Fuck.
I don't have.
Now I gotta start writing. Now I gotta start like prepping for it. If I gotta do a tight minute on it. Oh shit.
Well, I thought you were gonna let it all out with Eric, because I literally you're speaking to a void when it comes to Magic the Gathering, man.
Well, see, this brings me to the next thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, okay.
We need to learn how to talk to one another about things that we don't already know, aren't experts in.
Yeah, but it requires the other person engage. Like, this isn't like again politics. This is like Magic the Gathering is not something that's gonna affect
Magic the Gathering is not politics, Mr. Cameron. Do you know what happened to the plane of Dominaria?
No.
Nuclear holocaust. Well, nuclear winter. There were two brothers.
What, did Israel ban you from saying that word too about Magic the Gathering?
That would actually be great if it was a full allegory. No, dude, the lore is actually like it's relatively simple. I haven't read any entries. I've just heard like general summaries, but I'm really enjoying it. I'm you know, the hype is building at my place of employment, so I always have, you know, some 12-year-olds to jam games with, but yeah, it's fun. It's expensive to get into, but they got this new stuff coming out that's like relatively cheap, get you a bunch of cards. So I feel like I'm probably just gonna buy some people some Christmas presents and be like, hey, you got those cards, right? I'm gonna bring mine over. Let's play.
Yeah. Maybe it's the fact I'm in a relationship is what's one of the borders.
Oh, someone to hug and kiss every night. Sweet.
Yeah, it's awesome. I sleep in a big bed with my wife.
Gay as hell.
Uh-huh. Fight me.
Yeah, when he's up there, this is Lloyd.
Mm-hmm.
You can give him little squeezes on his paws.
Yeah.
He's down. Oh, he might give you a little claw, but he doesn't like dig in. Like right now, he's clawless on me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm used to having 4 puppies, so I'm used to play bites and all
I
that.
got you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, cats are a little different, right? Like especially with their claws.
Yeah.
But the biting is the same.
Yeah.
But the claws, I think that's the thing that scares a lot of people. This fucker, Harry. This is Harry. He'll come, like, when he needs attention, instead of meowing, Lloyd's the talker. Harry comes up and he
Paws your feet.
not my feet, my calf. So he puts a
okay.
little weight behind it. He's got broad shoulders, and he kind of leans into it just enough to like it doesn't hurt, but it's like fuck you. Like, but I've learned he's not actually trying to hurt me. He's just trying to get my attention, and he knows like the perfect level for me to not ignore it, but it's also like what the fuck do you want? And he just wants to be, you know, picked up and given a forehead kiss, of course.
So
All sweet boys.
now that I'm older than like 8,
Yeah.
I like, you know, care for animals that are bigger than like a spider that's like trying to bite me. But
Are you afraid of spiders?
I'm oh yeah.
Grow up.
Listen, you're afraid to go outside if conditions aren't right.
Hey, dude. I pay $33 on average a day to live here. Why the fuck would I go out there? I'm already paying. This subscription fee sucks ass. I wish I could cancel that shit.
Oh, but anyway, I was gonna get my grandma had a cat,
Yeah.
and
What was her name?
Maggie,
Mm.
and the cat was older than me, and when I was 4 and it was 5, I'm a 4-year-old, so I'm grabbing its tail,
Yeah.
and I didn't know when I visited when I was like 7, 8 that the cat was gonna that's who I am to that cat.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just like, oh hey man, I just want to go pet, and it's like no, and just runs away from me every time it saw me for the rest of its life.
I've noticed, dude, like, so I've never actually had these are my first cats. I've never owned cats before these boys.
Mm-hmm.
I've lived with a lot of cats. But I now understand when people talk about like how weird people get with their cats, like when they're by themselves.
Yeah.
Just because like you literally like these guys see me as like their mom. Like I'm like there are times where like I have them and I just like bite their neck. And I'm just like, what's up?
Yeah.
And like they're fine. Like that's what they want. They just want to be loved on or whatever. But I'm like, these boys rule. I realized I always need a fucking fidget toy too.
Yeah.
Try that. Work our forearms a little bit, get in shape. I'm gonna take my shoes off.
Yeah. Speaking of getting in shape, Rebecca's dad got her this treadmill pad thing, and trying to do like 4 times a week, just walk 3 miles on it, and feel better. I get like heartburn less on it, and it works out my legs, but arms have been lacking. I did have a couple of just 20-pound dumbbells that I used to do stuff with, and like once every 4 months I break those. I'm like, I have time, get a little sweat in, but it's hard to find inspiration to work on myself if feels like nothing's working for me. Like after election day, Trump winning was not the worst thing to happen to me, because that was the same day I got told that I'm not graduating this December and I'm gonna have to do another fucking semester of this garbage. As I walk in to my rhetorical theory class, where no one gave a shit that the election was even happening. Just, yeah.
This was Tuesday?
This was Tuesday. Or, no, it was Wednesday. It was right after.
Oh, so people had like a full day to know that it was Jover?
Yeah, and they didn't care. They only slightly perked up about caring when, like, they were their normal amount of disengaged with the class.
Mm-hmm.
So the professor being like, are people sad about the election? Do people want to go home? And then, like, kind of perked up, like, oh, we get to go home?
That's sick.
Yeah. But, no, we did not go home because enough people were like, we paid $4,000 to be here,
Yeah.
so yada, yada, yada.
Interesting they gave you the option, though. How old is, tell me about your professor.
My professor
Yeah.
is from...
How old are they?
I think they're probably late 40s, early 40s.
Yeah, I was going to say Gen X.
Yeah.
I think Gen X is the most in hysterics right now. Because I think millennials, this is just my general read. I followed a lot of lib pages, right?
Uh-huh.
Because I love getting my lib theory in.
Yeah.
I don't read theory. I just view Instagram stories. So I got to follow some liberals so I can see their Instagram stories.
Yeah.
They're really mad. They're really mad at men. They're going to stop having sex with men because I don't know if you know this, but one of the key tenets of feminism is viewing yourself only as a sex object. And so you're only going to say, well, we're not going to have sex with you anymore, men, because that's all we're good for to you. Why do you view yourself that way? What are you talking about? Like the whole sex strike thing is so fucking funny, dude.
And I agree.
That's how you know they don't fucking read. Like they just fucking go off vibes. We've had a vibe based politics in this country, especially dude, fucking 2008, bro. The hope vibe.
Yeah, the black man
change,
vibe.
bro. I'm about them change vibes, dude. You know, hope and change.
Yeah.
Well,
you didn't love unity, which was Biden's whole thing.
Unity.
Fucking. But no, I agree in the sex strike, kinda. Just on the grounds that I think every election lost, or if liberal women are mad at like loss, it is white women's fault every time.
It is.
If like again, I'm way more of a like the part Democrats fucked up. If you want to say Democrats losing is a bad thing,
Yeah.
Democratic Party is way, way, way more at fault. But if you want to be someone who wants to blame a demographic, it's always white women. It's Gen X white women.
I told my buddy the other day, I'm not afraid to say it. I'll record this on this podcast. Out of the DMs and to like, because the only thing you're going to get on Chaotic Pussy is the fucking truth. All right.
Truth nuke.
Real spill. What was I talking about?
White women.
Dude, I'm not afraid to say it.
Yeah.
I love white women. All right.
You thought I was gay. You thought I was gay?
All right. Have you ever seen one try to dance?
Yes.
It's so cute.
Play the Elaine clip.
Oh man. No, but seriously, any like 5'3", 5'4" Latinas, or like dudes that play video games. Or no, what's the Twitter thing? They like retweet like a celebrity, like young men, and they're saying like, do you fuck with men that make...
that are 5'1" that make 20K. That are real into Fortnite. Yeah. And then people will update it that like 2 months later they requote themselves like 22K now.
Yeah. You fuck with dudes that make $19.44 an hour?
Yeah.
You fuck with dudes that spend $300 on cardboard a month? I'm your man.
Go with me, Lloyd!
Oh, we need plugs. We need ads. I forgot to do plugs, dude. We forgot. You want to do an ad? Do you have anything written down?
I just got FanDuel stuff if people want to gamble on it.
Is it? Oh, it's like your bets of the week or whatever.
Yeah.
Let's do that. But before we do that, I wanted to plug socials. So, Cameron, you're at Winning Time Tapes on everything, right? Winning
Time Pod on Twitter,
okay.
And then Winning Time Tapes Spotify, YouTube.
Gotcha. So Winning Time Tapes most places.
Yeah.
Did you ever make a link tree for that?
No.
It's really easy. You just get on there and you just put it on each one. So then like if someone finds one, I feel like it's easier for them to find the others, you know? A lot of times I'll be on stuff and like I'll be like, oh yeah, I need to look that up.
Yeah.
But they don't use Instagram, they use Twitter, but thankfully on their Instagram they've linked it, so I'm able to track it down. But anyways.
Did you have something for the magic wand or no? No magic wand this week?
I have an image I can send you for Magic Wand.
And that's the read. This image of a magic wand.
Magic Wand. No. Yes.
Use it or lose it.
Hold on. Let me look up this photo real quick and then I'll be able to do it. I just got to look at the photo.
All right. Meanwhile, if you want the Winning Time 4 to score, week 10.
4, dude. Score.
You already hit one leg. Derrick Henry last night on the Ravens. Got one. And then you're looking at Terry McLaurin of the Commanders, Saquon Barkley on the Birds, and DeAndre Hopkins on the Chiefs.
Are those real names?
Yeah.
What was that, McLaurin?
Terry McLaurin.
That's not a real name.
Yeah. People are named like Juju Smith Jr. or whatever the fuck, and you don't believe this one?
Is Terry McLaurin a black man?
Yes.
Oh, okay. See, I was picturing like a farmer. That's like Terry McLaurin. You know, like he's like a Georgia boy or something, and it's just like some family name that's been passed down.
Nah.
Okay.
Terry McLaurin, wide receiver 1.
It's not McLaren.
No, there's a U in there.
All right. We'll go to the tape.
Go what tape? That was the 4 to score. DeAndre Hopkins, Saquon Barkley, and Terry McLaurin.
4.
And Derrick Henry already hit.
So listen. I'm buying cardboard, but you fucking bet on. You got a parlay every week, dude. All right, you already have your vice.
I'm not putting hundreds of dollars on it.
It's an investment. I'm getting these are worth money. Okay, I'm gonna sell them one day, and they're gonna be worth a lot of money.
Yeah,
that's the American dream. I'm buying things now, and maybe later I'll be happy.
Well, let me tell you this: your strategy is fucked as soon as Twitch streamers get into opening Magic the Gathering cards.
They already are.
Like those poor Pokemon guys.
I could be that guy.
Who's fucked? or has a Twitch stream.
Like I was saying earlier, ladies, I have not been fucked in a while. Trying to come through. Hit me up. I always got cold LaCroix in the fridge. I do the sheets about every other week. But I will make sure my toilet seat is clean. So, listen, I got the full package here. You let me know. Dude, I wrote some more down here about politics. Let's see. taking some fucking notes.
Oh,
I can only read my handwriting.
one last thing as we're going back to politics. Liz Cheney endorsement didn't really plan out like they thought it would.
Is that Dick's daughter?
Daughter or wife? Probably daughter.
I don't even fucking know. Does she hold office or is she just daughter?
I think it's just name recognition.
Is she like the gal in The View?
I have to look up Liz Cheney on my phone.
Fucking McCain.
Former representative.
Okay, so she did hold office.
Yeah.
McCain's daughter is on The View, right?
Probably.
Yeah. So I don't think she ever held office. I think she's just daughter of politician.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Because
The View is always the thing where they have like.
Yeah, the women talking.
Yeah. But there's always one concern. Have you ever seen an episode of The View?
No, man.
What?
I mean, that's what happens.
It's been on for like 40 years.
Yeah, and when is it appealed to me, white boy from suburbs?
By the time you were like 10 years old, did you already have like YouTube?
I was on YouTube since 2007.
That doesn't answer my question. I don't know how. You're trying to make me do math. When you were 10 years old, were you on YouTube?
I was 10.
Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. The reason why I asked.
My age is so easy. It's just the last 2 of the year.
Shut the fuck. I asked you a question. Just answer. All right? Making me do a math. I'm trying to. Ugh.
He can't do math. He can't read his own writing.
I didn't have YouTube until I was like 16 years old. So there was a lot of time on a weekend where I would just be sitting around and the TV would be on, or like on a weekday that I had off, or like in the summer, and you would see a lot of daytime TV. The View being some of that. So you're like, because it's on Channel 4 or whatever. There's no cartoons, at 10 a.m. on a Wednesday typically, on basic cable.
I was like, you were born in '89. They had Nickelodeon by the time you were 8.
Yeah, you got to pay for that shit.
What the
There was a period of time when I was like first.
What about PBS?
No, so listen, I've been meaning to tell you this. You know how you're a SpongeBob guy?
Yeah.
And it's insane that I'm not a SpongeBob guy.
Kind of is. I
did not have the channels that played SpongeBob when SpongeBob would have been in my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
So by the time it's on Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah.
By the time I got Nickelodeon, I was like 17 or 18. And
you're doing the Bill Burr Star Wars thing where just like you were too old before that was a thing.
Well, I just didn't see it when it would have resonated with me. Yeah. Because it's a little immature in its humor. It doesn't appeal to a 17 or 18-year-old that's never seen it in the same way it does to like a 35-year-old. But like it's absurd. You have to be an adult to understand some of the stuff in SpongeBob that's being said. That's what's so fun about it. But when you're 17 or 18, it's just a kid's show.
Sure, yeah. No,
I at 17 or 18, I was no longer watching cartoons. I remember, I think I was watching South Park.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you have a South Park phase until like 20 or 21.
Yeah.
And then anime is so much more prevalent now. I feel like that's where everyone goes.
It's anime or like it's other Adult Swim stuff like Smiling Friends.
Yeah. I mean, listen, anything beyond South Park is anime. just because it doesn't have a fairy and like a giant sword and like demons taking over the entire planet and we're all gonna fucking die. Doesn't mean it's not anime.
Yeah, there's
it's Smiling Friends. Let me see if I can name some more American anime. I mean, King of the Hill is the first American anime as far as I'm concerned.
Probably. Yeah.
Have you watched King of the Hill?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
That's a smart show.
It is.
It's a very smart show. Kind of thing that was always on when I was a kid, right? Like my dad loved it.
It's also my go-to at a hotel right now. Because it used to be like either ESPN or cooking shows when I was like a kid. Mm-hmm. But now it's like King of the Hill is what runs the hotel room when I'm in there.
Nothing like getting in after like a long day on the road or like traveling. And you walk into the hotel room and it's just like that perfect, like slightly too cool temperature where you're like, relax.
Mm-hmm.
You have and they always have like the blinds down and stuff, and then you can turn like the shitty little TV on and figure out how the remote works. And
and my move normally is as soon as I put my stuff down is I go jack the AC down. I love being in just an ice cave.
Yeah, for sure. How's the temperature in here? It's at 69 right now.
Oh, this is fine.
Okay. Would you? I mean, I can go colder if you want. It's up to you. I'm trying to make you as comfortable as possible.
69 is where I like to be.
That's what's up. Did you see Adam Ray's new character, Jeremy?
No.
It's fucking good. He's just like a gamer dork, like
Okay.
incel. I feel like he's gonna fucking because he blew up with that Dr. Phil shit recently, right?
Mhm.
Are you familiar with that?
Yeah.
So before that, I actually saw him a couple of years back. He's great, but yeah, he's blowing up with. I mean, he's a regular on Kill Tony. But he's not a conservative guy. He's just funny and like is able to kind of, you know what I mean? I mean, who knows? Maybe his politics have shifted, but he grew up like Seattle area and stuff. So, he is at least so like actually okay with like gay and trans people, you know?
That's nice.
Yeah. That's the weird part about that Tony Hinchcliffe stuff, where it's like, yeah, what he said was racist, but it's like he is a that's his shitty style of comedy, and he's more about getting headlines than he is about like giving a shit about anything besides Tony. You know what I mean?
Well, being at whatever Republican rally that was, you gotta understand that comedy is not really read that well by Americans.
Yeah, especially not fucking stupid ass motherfuckers that would be at the fucking Trump rally in New York. I was listening to some people talk about it, and they were saying that it's like literally everybody they tried to talk to is like the dumbest motherfucker that they've ever met. Like just saying, and they're all like weirdo conspiracy theorists, of course. They all have like linear ideologies. They're all over the fucking map, dude. Like,
yeah.
Which, if you're in a crowd of 100 people that think that way, that's what'll be interesting the next couple of years for sure too. Like the more street actions and stuff. But if you're in a crowd of like 100 people that you know think like that, like if they outnumber you, that's kind of scary. Like because they are living in such a different reality.
Yeah,
you know,
and
mass psychosis. It's you know, Hideo tried to fucking warn us, dude.
Like I know it's overplayed to be like Trump's outrageous thing this time, but it's like 2009. He's like, if I ever run for office, I'm gonna be Republican because they're stupid.
Oh, did he? Was that something that he actually was quoted as saying that? I know he was a Democrat, like in the early 2000s.
Well,
like,
he was a Democrat when Bush
whatever.
was in office,
Yeah.
and then switched when Obama won.
Yeah,
because he's just always going to be the party that's not in office. Was his thing.
Oh, because it gets him headlines and stuff.
Yeah.
Gets him attention. The whole ego thing, that makes sense.
Yeah. So again, bajillion worse things he said and all that, but it boils down to just he said 15 years ago, I'm gonna Republican because they're stupid. What is if you had the misfortune of being put in charge of the 2028 Democratic campaign, what's the approach? Who's the nominee? Is this solvable?
I'm thinking, you got a short list.
Yeah.
I'm thinking AOC could do it.
Yeah.
You know, she went live on Instagram on like Tuesday. I need to check that out. I didn't know what she was saying. I can never take that stuff like. I don't consume any of that by myself, and by that I mean I open up a Twitch stream.
Right. Yeah.
And it's someone else watching the ghoulish shit they're saying on Fox News.
And you can just chat along.
And yeah, because then you're having people, you're getting a better read on stuff because you're able to like talk about it and fucking not decode it. You know what I mean? Like the propaganda that they're saying, like all the bullshit they've been saying on MSNBC about like why she lost, like trying to do like just fascist blaming of like minority groups to be like, this is why she lost, and like blame. It's just so fucked up. It's so fucked up.
Just if you piss off a liberal, you'll find a fascist. Just fucking
scratch a liberal and a fascist. Yeah.
Fucking deport all Arabs and Latinos because Harris and Clinton said that they're evil.
Yeah, what was it? Bill went up and said something.
Yeah, Bill went up.
He was quoting like the Catholic Church or something.
Yeah, he's just talking about how like everyone who was brown who died in Iraq like deserved it.
I gotta fucking see.
It's crazy.
Shit. Wasn't he losing his mind? He wasn't at the most recent DNC, or he didn't speak, right? But I think he spoke in 2020, and he was like clearly had like lost a few steps.
He was either at a rally this year in Michigan or Missouri when he said that shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know. Yeah. I know.
Yeah.
I don't think he's been in public.
Yeah, he's
Since 2020, so it's been
he's like
4 years.
87 years old or something.
Yeah. He's fucking. I'm sure he's gone.
Let's go, Carter.
Did you see they posted his picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he just turn 100?
Yeah, he turned 100 in October. And House of Decline, have you seen that Twitter? They're a trans comic comic strip person, and just talking about how when Trump eliminates the term limits, Jimmy Carter should run again, but then realize that doesn't make any sense because Carter only went for one term anyway.
Oh, he didn't run against Reagan? Because Reagan came after him, right?
It was, he did run against Reagan, but lost, but he only served 4 years.
Right.
So
yeah.
he could
serve run. Yeah.
He could run.
He should run.
He's more electable than, Harris.
Well, let's get him for VP. Let's do AOC Prez, because it's still her turn.
Listen, if we want to win Ohio, we need LeBron James.
Yeah, I think we do get some more celebrities next time around for sure, because I think we are... The faith is the Republican Party is just the party of Trump, right? Like I don't think people really are still going to bat for everything their like state Republicans say.
No, because
if they step out of line with Trump at all, they are not reelected or being protested in some way, or at least shit posted about on I got a fucking the other place I was scouring for stuff this week for the podcast?
8chan.
Close.
Tumblr.
Conservative Facebook mom Twitter.
Yeah.
No, conservative Facebook mom Facebook, because they're not on Twitter. Let me pull this up here.
As you're looking at, when is the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight?
Oh, that's happening, isn't it?
When is that?
I know it's happening relatively soon. They had to delay it for some reason.
The initial date was going to be November 5th.
That would have been sick.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah.
To everyone posting about how they're worried about their daughters, I also voted for my daughter's rights. I voted for her right to free speech. Okay. I voted for her right to practice her religion. Okay. I voted for her right to peacefully assemble and protest a tyrannical government, regardless of her political leanings.
Yeah.
All right. I voted for her right to bodily autonomy without interference from an experimental drug companies mandated by her government.
Just injections doesn't believe in inoculations.
Yes or no? Are you still on board? You voting for this person?
Voting for this person?
Yeah, if this was their platform. Well,
vaccines do cause autism, I've read.
I'm doing all right, dude. Whatever. You want to see my magic cards? I voted for her to exist as a woman in women's sports, to have a women's bathroom, and have a women's only dorm room.
Great.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
You voting for that still? All right. That's good.
Women should have spaces.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sure.
Anything more from that, Mom?
No, she's talking about trans people.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was reading it.
You did the double post irony on me. I didn't know.
Yeah.
I don't know sometimes, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
You need a catchphrase. You need a catchphrase when you hit me with those ones.
Well, so did you want me to react like a liberal, like, just like, no, this person, no, Harris would give that anyway.
I just want you to be yourself, Mr. Cameron. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. Let it out. Oh, fuck yeah. I voted for her right to bear arms.
Yeah.
I read that one like it was bear was the noun.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure it's spelled with an EAR.
Yeah, that's how you spell it. I voted for her right to a secure border and safe streets. I mean, that could go both ways. That's we're all about that border these days.
Yeah.
I voted for her financial freedom So when she grows up, she's not bound to a tyrannical government that overspends. I voted for her financial freedom. I voted for her innocence. I voted for that was it. That was it.
Voted for her
I
innocence.
voted for her innocence.
Yeah, just ban all the books and she'll stay innocent.
She was traumatized. She saw two men holding hand once and said, "Mommy, what's that?" And I said, "A couple of fucking faggots. Don't even
have to protect her
fucking
from
disgusting
scathing articles from The Onion."
Oh,
yeah.
Fucking piece of shit.
Well, like, I don't know. Like, it's way easier but stupider to just, like... And again, this is fine, but just, like... Yeah, obviously, like, whenever liberals complain to me about, like, aren't they just fascists, aren't they? It's like, yes! But that's not the, like, reason we lost.
The reason we lost is because so are you.
Yeah!
You know?
Yeah. We lost 16 million votes! We used to have those! They only lost 2 million!
I voted to protect her from gender confusion and chemical castration as a minor. Now, I'm on board with this one. Stop chopping men's penises. That's unnecessary. There's no science behind it. You just have to teach your sons to wash their fucking dicks.
No, but
what team are you on?
The thing is, we're chopping... technically, if we're doing...
This is part of my identity, okay?
If we're doing this...
I'm adopting this as a cut man. I'm actually oppressed in modern society. I feel like my penis is a relic from a bygone era.
See, what you don't get...
I have old man penis.
Is technically... What we're getting rid of is a woman's penis. That's what men's penises are fine.
Yeah.
We're just chopping off women's penises.
That's true. It's a shame.
So...
I'm pro girl dick, so, you know.
That's the other... Yeah.
I voted for her right to grow up being raised by her parents instead of being co-parented with the government.
Yeah.
They used to there was a sign in my elementary school principal's office, and I spent a lot of time in there when I was in elementary school, that said, it takes...
Humble brag.
That said, he was fucking me.
Another humble brag.
You know, my parents told me he was gay.
Yeah.
Which I remember him being very soft-spoken, but at 10 years old, I didn't know what that was.
You couldn't clock someone.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't saying this to me at 10 years old. They told me this much later.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure... You know, your principal's a queer. You know what? You stay away from him, son. God damn. He's going to teach you to not be such a fucking asshole.
Your vice principal sure loves your education.
But a poster up in there, it said, "It takes a village," right? Because there was this idea, and it's literally like in every book that's been written on the subject, since we've like kind of established society, it takes more than just the people who fucked to raise children. They need a lot of other adults and support and help to learn and to grow and to mature, because the newsflash to liberals, which is, again, not entirely their fault. We're all fucking heavily propagandized. But since like 1975 or whatever, all they've been told is the only people that matter are the people that you live with. And the only people you live with are the people you're related to. Don't talk to your neighbors. Move out to the fucking suburbs. Don't talk to your coworkers about anything or ask their advice, right? We're all just so fucking isolated. And yeah.
Yeah, well, as you've gone through it before too, we were told growing up that like if you get a college education, you're gonna get a good job and a house.
Yeah. When
honestly, what we need to normalize is just being a bunch of polycules.
Yeah. Polycules so that I can
survive,
pay my rent.
Yeah, exactly.
Polycules so I can have my $15 a month to play World of Warcraft.
Polycules so we can go out to the Olive Garden maybe.
Fucking Olive Garden, dude. I do about one Olive Garden trip a year.
I have gone to Olive
like
Garden
a special
like
occasion.
3 times in my life.
Oh, really?
Because I think I liked it once, the first time I tried it when I was 9 in San Diego. The other 2 times I've had it were disgusting.
It might be, where were the 2 disgusting locations?
San Jose and Sacramento. San Diego was good.
We're at in Sac because I'm you ever been up to the Roseville? The gallery. I think the Galleria Mall has one.
I've been there, but I don't think I got it there.
Okay.
Is that the good Olive Garden?
Well, see, you just got to go out to the burbs, man. Those are the ones that like. Those are the people that are on Yelp.
Mm-hmm.
So those are the ones that like. They keep like a clean shop. Those are the premier stores. You can't go to the one typically that's been around for 40 or 50 years.
You look at Yelp.
Just to find where stuff's at.
Okay.
Depending on the neighborhood, though, like that's the thing too, right? You have to be like, well, who frequents this place? I was out in Fair Oaks for a bit, and there was a place out there that was just called like Italian Brothers Pizza.
Yeah,
just real generic name. But the only other stuff they had out there was like Domino's. It was just like chain stuff, Domino's Pizza.
Yeah.
So I was ordering us pizza, and we just tried the spot. It had like 3 stars. It was literally, dude, like the best pizza I've ever had in my life. And
nice.
I haven't been there in years because I don't want to ruin it. But because I was going through a weird time. But they had also like these buffalo wings that were like the size of a baseball. Now, they were probably injecting, like they weren't, no chicken is that big.
These were some RFK chickens.
There's some juiced up fucking chicken wings, dude. Yeah, they were so good. Because that's when I was just getting high as hell for like days on end, just getting fucking ripped. Yeah. And watching a bunch of what's that show with the 2 boys who do the
Trailer Park Boys?
Nope. Let's see if it's going. What's that show with the 2 boys?
Boondocks.
What's that show? What's that show with the two brothers?
2 brothers.
Oh, I remember it now. Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
You ever watch Supernatural?
No.
Man, you've been
I was watching.
You've been dating for like 5 years, right?
6.
7th year is the Supernatural anniversary. That's when you guys start Supernatural.
It's funny. We were just talking about what are we doing for our 7th anniversary. And it's like
You're watching Supernatural.
No, we're gonna go on a cruise apparently now. Yeah, just the other day she heard like a coworker come back from a cruise and she's like, "I've never been on a cruise because both my parents hate boats." I'm like, "Then let's do it."
Yeah, dude, cruises are sick.
You been on one?
Just like day cruises. I've never actually done like an overnight thing.
Yeah.
But a lot of my friends who are childless 30-somethings, a lot of them go on their cruises and stuff with their partners. They're like some of them are like cruising friends.
Oh,
nice.
Like,
I didn't realize that's a thing before you're like 60 plus years old.
or / cruising.
Yeah.
Just you could find cruise community.
Yeah. I'm curious. I haven't gotten any updates. I don't know if they're doing upside down pineapple shenanigans or what.
The only cruising I've done is Cruise and Blast USA.
Daytona.
Pole position. Actually, no, that's not true. I did a little cruise thing in Alaska where I was telling you about how I almost died tripping on ice into a crevasse to never be seen again.
Yeah. How did a woman
get nominated? What were they thinking?
Mr. Cameron?
Yeah.
How did a woman with absolutely 0 controversies,
0 riz,
lose to a convicted felon?
Clearly, it must mean convicted felons were allowed to vote.
I've been saying this. Some people are too stupid, okay?
Yeah.
They vote against their own self-interest. It's like, didn't you see that TikTok? Aren't you should have
of Trump holding up his hand?
What? Did you see that TikTok, the conservative trend of them doing the dance to the Macarena? There's a remix to the Macarena. I'm gonna be Kamala when it comes to December, and then I'm gonna take it to November, and then I'm gonna do my dance on December. Hey, vote not Kamala. That's a real thing. Did you see this?
For the rest of time, if you start a question with, "Did you see that TikTok?" Nope. Did not. I'm not on it.
Well, I didn't see it on TikTok. I saw it on Instagram.
Oh, then no, I haven't.
We should go definitely We're almost at an hour now.
Yeah.
And I want to eat my burrito.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's have that. Can we have that song be the outro?
No.
You haven't heard it.
Yeah.
Okay. Till next time, friends. Follow us on socials. Chaotic Pussy Pod on Instagram, 3 S's.
Jill Stein tricked y'all.
See you next time.